Gen Z has given up and won't contribute to the economy. So Gen Z has abandoned the traditional 9 to 5 work structure. Let's jump into the video.
Once you start to realize that everything they told you is a lie, things start to make sense. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. If we take their message, those in the government, the media, and the establishments, and start to process that information as propaganda rather than as fact, it starts to make a lot of sense. And I've been doing this for many, many years. Once you start to see like Neo in the Matrix, it makes a lot of sense. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you some things that might be hard for people to understand simply because it's not what I'm being told. Everyone's saying that this is the opposite. How could it be? But I'm going to show you the very real truth. We can look at anecdotal evidence and we can look at the raw data. We put these things together and we start to paint a picture. Are you ready? Let's begin. Here we go. Gen Z Philadelphia couple from successful families shoot to fame as homeless influencers, insist on living in a tent that is better than getting a job or having to pay rent. All right. So basically, their families, they're both successful. They were living inside of, you may have seen the video, they were living inside of these storage lockers. Then they moved into a tent. So you can see the two right here. You may have seen the other video whereby they, went and started to say, hey, we are doing good.
Yeah, I told you, Tent Cities are. I told y'all, Tent Cities are coming. I told y'all, Tent Cities are coming. Y'all thought this was a game. Y'all thought this was a game. I told y'all, Gen Z is some real scumbags. Bro, this generation.
In this locker here, everything's all good. If they have it in this one, and basically what they're just trying to say is everything was fine with us until our video went viral. And when it did, well, then we kind of got in trouble because they kicked us out. So they had to move out into a tent. Their parents said, come back home. You can come back home. They said no. So this is potentially what a lot of people are doing, in that they do not want to live the lifestyle of a 9 to 5 job, even if that means the uncertainty of living out in the wild.
Now, what's interesting is we have an article that's recently published. It's only 3 weeks old. Gen Z are waving goodbye to soul sucking 9 to 5 jobs as social media convinces them to ditch corporate careers. It's official. After dipping their toes into the working world and spending a handful of years, bro, handful of years, Jesus, handful of years on the job, Gen Zers are already over the traditional 9 to 5 grind. Guys, they're giving up on Gen Z is giving up and walking away. Holy cow. I told y'all they were coming for the boomer social security. Oh, holy cow. Bro, bro. Oh my god. I can't believe this is reality. I cannot believe, guys, I can't believe this is actually happening. I mean, like, I knew it was gonna happen. I predicted that, you know, like for example, Gen Alpha, the generation after Gen Z, many of them would never work a normal job a day of their life. Well, holy cow, Gen Z is already I mean, they've been doing it. They've been gradually leaving the workforce, but now it's official. Gen Z is over it. They're done with it. I said they're underserving society, but my gosh, like now, it's spreading. Once it spreads from one, then it spreads to the other. I mean, lazy girl jobs has been trending for a while, but yeah, now Gen Z is done. Jesus Christ. And it's not like they came from bad families. Their parents told them to come back home. Gen Z said no. They're going to live in their tents because they can't afford an RV. A lot of these people, they don't have that kind. They don't have RV money. Afford an RV, maintain an RV. Oh God. God, that's too hilarious. I can't. Gen Zers are already over the traditional 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. grind. You may remember that TikTok video of a young woman crying over her crazy 9 to 5 schedule, described as a Gen Z girl finds out what a real job is like, which went viral last year. I don't have time to do anything, the creator Brielle sobbed on TikTok. I want to shower, eat my dinner, and go to sleep. I don't have time or energy to cook my dinner either. Ugh, welcome to real life, kids. I don't have energy to work out. Like there's like that's out the window. The posts racked up millions of views, with many ridiculing the college graduate. But as it turns out, she's far from alone. New research has revealed that the overwhelming majority of Gen Zers agree that the traditional 9 to 5 jobs are soul sucking. It's why, according to a new study from Credit Karma, 43% of Gen Zers, not 45, 43% of Gen Zers now have no interest whatsoever in going down the classic career path. Yeah, guys, they're done. They're done. Unfortunately for employers, there's not just one reason behind Gen Z's beef with Western working hours. I told you guys, I made a post about this, and many of y'all did not want to accept it, that Gen Z is not rebelling against the class, is not simply rebelling against, the type of work they're doing. They're rebelling against work entirely. Gen Z doesn't want to work. They don't want, Gen Z just wants to chill. And it's not just a matter of, there are many opportunities out there. Gen Z can't handle a 9 to 5 job. Even if, even Gen Zers who are making, $80,000, $100,000 a year, they're not happy. They are not happy. A lot of them are absolutely miserable because they can't handle working a solid 9 to 5. Versus millennials, older millennials and Gen Xers who've worked 2-3 jobs, Gen Z can't handle one. It's just how it is. For starters, young workers are unimpressed by their wage, have clocked on remotely during the events of 2020. It's unsurprising that over 65% of the 2,063 Gen Z surveyed said they were unsatisfied that the same wage is now expected to stretch to cover their meals, commute, and work-appropriate clothes. What's more, female Gen Zers were 13% more likely than men to grumble that their salaries haven't kept up with the pace of living. Yeah, because women spend more than men. Men will sleep on men. Someone basically said it like this: a man can happily live in a shoebox at the side of the road. If you think about the classic hobo, literally had like I forget how they put it, like a sack over their back. They'd sling their sack over their back, like like their possessions in like a little bundle on a stick, and that's how they would live. That's how these people would live, and they would have their clothes in there. They'd have eating utensils in there, and the basics, and they would travel and they would live like this, and they were happy. And the thing is, we're seeing what's happening with the passport kings right now. Passport kings, men walking away from Western society. A lot of these men are ghosting in public. They're walking away from society, and men don't need much to survive. I have so many of these guys who are in my comments section that are millionaires and still like practically sleeping on the floor. And it's like they have all the money in the world and they just don't care. And of course women will say, look at that, all the money in the world and they can't buy you happiness. That's why you need a wife. These men don't want you. These men don't want you. All right? A lot of men are living simple lives of luxury. They have clocked out of Western society. They have clocked out. Some of these guys, like I said, not all passport bros are going overseas to find a wife. Many of them are just going over there to find peace. It's the truth. It's the truth. By the way, guys, just remember that I also have another channel called Angry where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description of the video, so go check it out. Subscribe to the channel, support my work. I also have another channel called Men Walking Away. If you're enjoying the videos on this channel and you want more videos like this, you can go over to Men Walking Away and you can find even more videos like the videos you can find on this channel. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Gen Z has given up and won't contribute to the economy. I want to know your thoughts on this. Let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.